Welcome to my Police Ride Along podcast. The police station that I chose for my ride along is North Tryon Police Station, that's located on North Tryon Street, and it's actually in the same building as the Sugar Creek Library. This police station has 97 officers, 6 of which are females, 7 sergeants, 3 response area lieutenants, 1 investigative technician, and a captain. By becoming a police officer, one has to be enrolled in the police academy for 6 months, as well as 14 weeks on the road training, and this involves riding along in a police vehicle with a partner. The officer that I was assigned to is Officer Aman Fawn, and he's actually a rookie. He's been an officer for 8 months. He recently started driving a police vehicle without a partner. His parents are originally from Ghana, Africa, but he was born in the United States of America. He lived in the Bronx for the first 3 years of his life, and then he moved to Charlotte. He's actually an alumni of UNC Charlotte, where he majored in criminal justice and minored in political science. He hopes to transition to the federal level as well as United Nations in the next few years. He became a police officer because he wanted to help people and he wanted to bring justice. He loves his job, he loves what he does, and based on our conversation, he's passionate about being a police officer. This particular station covers the 3rd zone, which begins at Sugar Creek Road and is extended to the end of I-85. The police calls are divided into priorities 1 through 5, priority 1 being the most serious. Priority 1, the officer must respond as soon as possible. Priority 2, the officer must respond within 3 minutes. Priority 3, the officer must respond within 7 minutes. Priority 4, the officer must respond within about 10 minutes. Priority 5, the officer must respond in about 20 minutes. He stated that the high call rates involve a lot of domestic violence issues. However, he stated that there's a large percentage of larceny, prostitution, and drug offenses that happen within that specific area. The ride along started at 2 p.m. and ended at about 8:25 when we returned back to North Tryon Police Station. And as you will notice, I will share 2 of the calls that we received during that time with you, a priority call 1 and a priority call 3. During the priority call 1, it actually involved both a police officer and firemen. And this actually involves a live wire that was exposed that was in the road. As you will see in the picture, the officer and the firemen are standing together and they're trying to assess how the wire came loose from the pole. After they assessed the situation, what they did was, actually the officer observed, but the firemen, they actually removed the wire from out of the road because if anyone to come into contact with that particular wire, they probably would have gotten electrocuted. So they did that to keep the citizens safe. The priority 3 call involved a Caucasian male. A call came in that a Caucasian male was laid out in the road and he looked unresponsive. So we weren't sure where he was exactly. So what the police officer did, we rode around within that area for a few minutes until we found the person that fit the description. He was actually sitting on the floor next to a trash can, and he was actually waiting on public transportation. When the police officers, as you will see in the picture, the police officers are talking to him and trying to find out what is going on with him, he was actually intoxicated. And you will also notice that his face is blurred out, and that is for his privacy. This experience was a great one. I was actually able to live the life of a police officer, or live a day in the life of a police officer. It was scary, it was fun, it was exciting all at once. However, it was a great experience, it was a rewarding experience, and this is something that I would encourage anyone to take advantage of because you learn so much. Thank you so much for watching my podcast.